Ever woken up between 3 and 5 a.m. for no reason? You glance at the clock, frustrated. Your body begs for rest, but your mind is wide awake, restless, unsettled. Why does this keep happening, and what should you do about it? Most people see these early wake-ups as a nuisance, another disruption to a good night's sleep. But what if they were something more? What if, instead of a burden, these quiet pre-dawn hours were a gift, a rare opportunity to reflect, reset, and realign your mind before the world stirs? For the Stoics, moments of solitude, especially in the stillness of early morning, were not interruptions, but invitations. Invitations to think deeply, to refine their purpose, and to prepare their minds for the day ahead. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor philosopher, understood this well. Each morning, he reminded himself, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Instead of fighting wakefulness, embrace it. Instead of lying in frustration, use it." In this guide, we'll explore 10 powerful Stoic practices to transform sleepless hours into a time of clarity, discipline, and inner strength. So the next time you wake up at 3 a.m., don't curse the moment. Own it. Here's how. Number 1. Pause and reflect. Turn restlessness into opportunity. When you find yourself awake in the dead of night, your first instinct might be frustration. After all, sleep is vital, and the disruption feels unwelcome. But the Stoics would urge you to reframe the situation. Marcus Aurelius writes, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Instead of seeing sleeplessness as a problem, view it as an invitation. In the modern world, our lives are cluttered with noise, emails, notifications, social obligations. The early morning hours strip all that away, leaving you with the rare gift of uninterrupted reflection. What thoughts are surfacing in this silence? Are they worries, regrets, or plans? Use this time to observe your mind, not with judgment, but with curiosity. What is your restlessness trying to tell you? Practical steps can help you turn this reflection into action. Keep a journal by your bed and write down what's on your mind. Let the thoughts flow without censorship. Perhaps you're worried about an upcoming meeting, or maybe you're excited about a new project. Capturing these ideas can declutter your mind and provide clarity. Reflect on how these thoughts align with your values and long-term goals. If they don't, why are they occupying space in your mind? By pausing and reflecting, you shift your perspective. Restlessness isn't an enemy. It's a messenger. Welcome it and use it to your advantage. Number 2, focus on what you can control. In the quiet hours of the morning, it's easy to spiral into concerns about things outside your control. Will tomorrow's presentation go well? Is your business heading in the right direction? Will your children be okay? The mind tends to magnify these concerns in solitude. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The modern world bombards us with uncertainties, from economic fluctuations to global news. At 4 a.m., these uncertainties can feel even more oppressive. But the Stoics teach us to focus our energy on what we can influence and let go of what we cannot. This practice, known as the dichotomy of control, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. When you wake early, direct your focus inward. What small actions can you take right now to prepare for the day ahead? Perhaps you can organize your to-do list, meditate to center your mind, or stretch to prepare your body. These actions, though simple, are within your control and contribute to a productive day. Conversely, remind yourself to release the things you cannot change. If you're fretting over external events, practice repeating this mantra: not mine to bear. Letting go is not apathy, it's wisdom. By focusing only on what you can control, you conserve your energy for meaningful action rather than wasting it on futile worries. Number 3. Embrace solitude as a gift. Modern life leaves little room for true solitude. Even when we are alone, we are often tethered to our phones, scrolling through endless feeds. Waking up before dawn presents a rare opportunity for uninterrupted solitude. Seneca's words ring true here. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Use these early hours to reconnect with yourself without distractions. Instead of reaching for your phone, try sitting quietly with your thoughts. This can feel uncomfortable at first. Solitude often exposes the noise we've been avoiding. But within this discomfort lies the chance for profound self-discovery. You might use this time to read a book that inspires you, write about your aspirations, or simply sit in silence and listen to your breath. The stillness of the morning can be a powerful teacher, reminding you of your own resilience and capacity for introspection. Solitude also strengthens your ability to face the day with intention. When you've spent the early hours grounding yourself, external pressures feel less overwhelming. You're no longer reacting to the world but responding with purpose. By embracing solitude, you turn what many see as a disruption into a sacred ritual of self-connection. Number 4. Prepare for the day ahead. Morning planning rituals. There is something sacred about the early hours of the morning. When the world sleeps, you're gifted with time that is entirely your own. Instead of seeing these moments as a burden, view them as an opportunity to lay the foundation for a purposeful day. Marcus Aurelius, in his timeless meditations, offers a powerful reminder. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. How often do we rush through our mornings, consumed by the demands of the day before they even begin? Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. offers the chance to break this cycle. It's a time to think deliberately about how you will show up in the world. Begin by asking yourself, what are the most important tasks for today? What virtues will guide your actions? What distractions will you set aside? Start with a simple ritual. Write down 3 priorities for the day. These are not just tasks, but meaningful actions aligned with your long-term goals. By focusing your energy on what truly matters, you reduce the chaos of reactive living. Next, take a few moments to reflect on your mindset. Will you approach the day with gratitude, patience, and courage? The Stoics remind us that it is not external events, but our internal responses that shape our lives. A morning ritual doesn't have to be complicated. Light a candle, meditate for a few minutes, or simply sit with a warm drink and reflect on the privilege of being alive. By the time the rest of the world stirs, you'll be grounded, intentional, and ready to meet the day with a calm and steady mind. Number 5. Accept discomfort and move forward. When the alarm clock reads an ungodly hour and your body craves more sleep, it's easy to feel defeated. But discomfort is not something to avoid. It's something to embrace. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom shines through here. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Modern life often promises ease and convenience, but true growth rarely comes without challenge. Waking up early, especially unexpectedly, is uncomfortable. Yet discomfort is the forge where resilience and strength are built. Instead of lamenting the interruption of sleep, see it as an opportunity to practice enduring what is difficult. After all, the Stoics remind us that hardship is not an obstacle to a good life, but part of it. One way to embrace discomfort is to engage in a meaningful but challenging activity during these hours. Maybe it's exercising, journaling, or tackling a project you've been procrastinating on. The act itself might feel difficult, but completing it will fill you with a sense of accomplishment and readiness for the day ahead. Each time you face discomfort with courage, you strengthen your ability to handle life's bigger challenges. Discomfort, when embraced, becomes a teacher. It shows you where your limits are and challenges you to push past them. It's not about seeking suffering, but about understanding that life's best rewards often come on the other side of struggle. By moving forward despite the difficulty, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of living with courage and purpose. Number 6. Meditate on death to find perspective. At 4 a.m., when the world is still and your thoughts are loud, existential questions often arise. Instead of pushing them away, embrace them. Marcus Aurelius's stark yet liberating reminder can guide you. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. In the modern world, we often avoid thinking about death, yet the Stoics saw it as essential to living well. Meditating on mortality in these quiet hours isn't morbid, it's clarifying. It strips away the trivial concerns that dominate our days and helps us focus on what truly matters. Ask yourself, if today were your last day, how would you spend it? Are you living in alignment with your values? Or are you caught up in distractions and petty grievances? This practice isn't meant to instill fear, but to awaken urgency and gratitude. The early hours, free from external demands, provide the perfect setting for this reflection. Use this time to let go of regrets and worries that hold you back. Death, as the Stoics remind us, is not within our control. What is within our control is how we live the moments we have. By meditating on death, you sharpen your perspective and gain the courage to live fully, embracing each day as a gift. Number 7. Turn the quiet into creativity. The hours between 3 and 5 a.m. are uniquely suited for creative work. The world is silent, your mind is free from distractions, and the stillness invites inspiration. As Epictetus wisely observed, no great thing is created suddenly. Modern life often leaves little room for creativity. Between the demands of work, family, and technology, our days can feel consumed by routine. But the early morning hours offer a sanctuary for your ideas to flourish. This is the time to write, draw, compose, or dream without interruption. Creativity doesn't have to mean producing something grand. It can be as simple as jotting down thoughts in a journal, brainstorming solutions to a problem, or sketching a new idea for a project. What matters is engaging with your imagination and allowing your mind to explore. The Stoics remind us that creativity is a process, not a result. It's about showing up consistently and letting inspiration find you through effort. In these quiet hours, set aside perfectionism and focus on the act of creation itself. Over time, these small efforts compound, leading to profound results. By turning the quiet into creativity, you honor the gift of these early hours. You transform what many see as an inconvenience into a powerful tool for growth, innovation, and self-expression. And in doing so, you live in harmony with the Stoic ideal of making the most of what life gives you. Number 8. Revisit and clarify your goals. The early morning hours, undisturbed and free from external demands, offer the perfect time to reconnect with your goals. Epictetus reminds us, first, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This practice, though simple, holds profound power in aligning your actions with your aspirations. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. By revisiting your goals during this quiet time, you can ensure that you're living deliberately rather than reactively. Take a few minutes to ask yourself, what are my long-term objectives? What small actions can I take today to move closer to them? Are my current efforts aligned with my values? Write down your answers. Keep it practical and actionable. For instance, if your goal is to improve your health, plan your meals or schedule your workout. If your ambition is to advance your career, outline steps you can take to build your skills or network. The key is to translate big dreams into small, consistent actions. The Stoics believed in constant self-improvement. Each morning offers a chance to refine your vision and recommit to your purpose. By doing so, you anchor your day in intention, ensuring that your time is spent in service of what truly matters to you. Number 9. Face anxiety with rationality. Waking up in the dead of night can bring with it a flood of worries and anxieties. These moments, when the world is quiet and your mind is loud, can feel overwhelming. Seneca's wisdom offers a powerful reminder: we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Anxiety often magnifies problems, making them seem larger than they truly are. But the Stoics teach us to approach these fears rationally. When you wake up feeling anxious, start by identifying the source of your worry. Is it a looming deadline, a conflict, or an uncertain future? Write it down. Once the fear is on paper, it often appears less daunting. Next, ask yourself, what is within my control? Focus your energy on practical steps you can take to address the issue. If you're worried about a presentation, prepare for it. If you're anxious about a relationship, plan how to approach the conversation. By taking action, however small, you shift your focus from worry to resolution. For anxieties beyond your control, practice letting go. Remind yourself that fretting over what you cannot change is wasted energy. Repeat to yourself, not mine to bear, and redirect your thoughts to what is within your power. These quiet hours, far from being a time of despair, can become a time of clarity and empowerment. With practice, you can face your anxieties head-on, transforming them into opportunities for growth and action. Number 10. Practice a morning virtue, courage, temperance, or gratitude. The early hours of the morning are an ideal time to cultivate a Stoic virtue. Marcus Aurelius challenges us with this call to action. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Choose a virtue to focus on each morning. Perhaps it's courage, the strength to face the day's challenges with bravery, or temperance, the discipline to act with moderation and self-control. Gratitude, the appreciation for the life you have, is another powerful choice. Reflect on what this virtue means to you and how you can embody it throughout your day. For instance, if you choose gratitude, take a moment to write down 3 things you're thankful for. If it's courage, identify a fear or obstacle you'll face today and commit to tackling it head-on. For temperance, plan how you'll avoid excess or distraction, staying true to what truly matters. The Stoics believed that virtues are not abstract ideals, but practical guides for living well. By dedicating the first hours of your day to cultivating a virtue, you set the tone for a life of intention and integrity. These small, consistent practices compound over time, shaping you into the person you aspire to be. The hours between 3 and 5 a.m., often dismissed as inconvenient or disruptive, are a hidden treasure for those willing to embrace them. The Stoics teach us that life is not about avoiding challenges, but about transforming them into opportunities for growth. Waking early, whether by choice or circumstance, is no exception. By preparing for the day ahead, accepting discomfort, meditating on mortality, and fostering creativity, you can turn the stillness of the morning into a powerful tool for self-discovery and action. Revisit your goals, face anxieties with rationality, and practice virtues that align with your values. Each of these practices, rooted in Stoic philosophy, helps you live deliberately and with purpose. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. These early hours, far from being a hindrance, can become a pathway to clarity, strength, and fulfillment. The question is not why you are awake, but what you will do with this gift of time. Let the wisdom of the Stoics guide you, and you may find that the quiet hours before dawn become the most meaningful part of your day. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it to spread the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss future videos on Stoic living and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and I wish you strength on your journey.